Okay, hi, hello there. It's me. It's me, and that's you right there, over there. Okay, nice. I'm moving to most favoritist of favoritist words. Okay, I'm out of here. I'm below in this popsicle stand. Peace out, brothers and people. Okay. Well, there's more to do here, but I'm gonna do it some other time when I want to do it because I'm so very excited. I'm excited to go and get a farm. I've sailed the seas. I've traveled the dirts and the waves and the worlds. Now I get to build a house of my very own with sheep. I love sheep. Sheep are great. Do you like sheep? Maybe cows. Anyways, have to decide what I'm packing. That might be tricky. I would like to take everything, but I can't. I only have this body to carry all my items. Okay, let's get to packing. I definitely need trees, so saplings. I don't think I'll need oak saplings, but who knows? I also don't think I'll need birch saplings. But again, who truly knows? That includes bamboo and propagules. I did realize there's a tree that I don't have. Besides the nether trees, I'm also missing jungle wood. That surprised me for some reason. Okay, the other thing besides trees is valuables. I really shouldn't travel too cumbersome, but you know me. I like my things. And things I have aplenty. Okay, this is going to be harder than I thought. Since I'm planning on using a lot of bricks in my next build, I'm actually going to just smelt all of my clay before I go. And I think my furnaces are scattered about. I recently heard the term block vomit when it came to Minecraft. And this town is definitely that. But if you think that wasn't intentional, you're crazy. It was supposed to be very chaotic, very mishmash, very thrown together, very pillaged pirate town. Okay, it's not a lucrative, well-established anything. It's made of bits and pieces, scraps, chunks, hunks, and leftovers. And I think we have portrayed that just swimmingly. I'm using wood to smelt my clay because I don't have any other fuel. I'm also using 3 different furnaces, 2 here and 1 down the road. The town is cute though. I love it. I'm excited to come back when the challenge ends and recycles itself, because at the end of the challenge that I have created that we are playing right now, the challenge just keeps going. Like, it just repeats itself on a cycle until you don't want to do it anymore. And I think I will probably do it twice. So the original time through and then a second time through. And I think that'll be good because I'll just level up my skills and then I can come back and fix all of my mistakes. But I think the slapdash, the haphazard, and the block vomit of this place, I think it really it does something. I like it. I like it. One good thing is that I do have an awful lot of bundles from all of my looting and pillaging. So that's going to come in super handy. Birch and spruce, I'm just taking 5 saplings. I don't even probably need 5. And then I'll do 20 of the dark oak, maybe 10 propagules. I'm excited for this next part of the build because I'm intending to be very slow and deliberate. Now, maybe that won't go the way that I'm thinking it will, but that is the plan. Backing up, I'm just trying to take... Well, I'm trying to take everything, honestly, but I am prioritizing some things, treasures, anything of value, resources that are difficult to come by, but at a certain point I will have to start picking and choosing and leaving stuff behind, but I can come back for it. It's just, I don't know when I'll want to. There is so much to choose from. It's so difficult. I think I have everything packed. I've got all of these bundles full. I tried to prioritize blocks that I know I really want. Some of them are probably ridiculous. I probably don't need a stack of sand or 3 stacks of mangrove, but it was hard to cut down and I can't leave it behind. I also took one of the captain's beds, which isn't ideal, but alas, here we are. Okay, so now to tell you where I'm going. So the next part of this journey is to build a farm. A lovely base, some chickens and cows and sheep, and all of the adorablest, most greatest things that I can eat. And I kind of like this idea that I keep a trajectory between 0.00 and where I am now at the ship. And lucky for me, somewhere right in the middle, if you pull it up here on chunk base, yes, I use chunk base. If you don't want to use chunk base, don't use it, but I used it because I wanted to see where I was going to build my house. All right? All right. So if you pull it up right here in the middle, there is a pretty big section of plains, and it's pretty much halfway between 00, where I spawned, and here where my ship is, from all of my valiant pirating affairs. So that's where I'm gonna head, and I think that's where we will set up shop. That's where we're gonna build our home base. Well, starter base? I don't know. I guess it's probably the starter base because we have lots of steps after this step, but that's the goal. And once we have a fully functioning farm with all of the animals and all of the produce that we could possibly need and a house to call our very, very own, we unlock the power of iron tools. Oh, yes, I'm very excited for iron tools. If you need more information, go look at the Discord, because people who watch the videos are probably tired of hearing me say, oh, I'm doing a challenge. I made this challenge up. It uses all the things. I'm stuck in the copper era. Meh, 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 meh. Okay, so where we're heading is negative 470, negative 160. Kind of ish. Where's the sun? Oh, the sun's gonna set. Maybe we just have one last little snooze and then we head out at first light, you know? Yes, I'm leaving the cat behind. He owns the ship now. He needs to care for the ship and the town and any remaining loot, which is mostly sticks and twigs and feathers. The sun has risen. Farewell, cat. Godspeed. Keep an eye on my ship. I'll see you at the end of the series. Or probably earlier when I come back to get things. And we are heading that way. Let's go. I've been researching all kinds of different farmhouse and barn styles, and I have a few things in mind. I'll put a couple of my ideas up on the screen. I've kind of leaned in a couple ways. I was heading sort of towards the traditional big white farmhouse with the wraparound deck, but I'm not gonna lie, every time I pull them up, I'm like, I feel like, I don't know. In all honesty, my brain goes, oh, plantation, and I just don't know if I want to, I just don't know if that's the vibe that I'm going for here, folks. So I'm leaning more now towards this sort of brick Victorian style farmhouse. Oh, my inventory's so full that I can't even kill a sheep. Okay, the sand is going. I'll have to dig more sand. And then I started finding pictures of old red brick barns. And I don't know if I've ever seen a red brick barn, but they're pretty cool looking. It is gonna be like a lot of brick going on at once, but I think I'm okay with that. I haven't used brick in anything besides chimneys, and I think I'm kind of excited to see what I can do with such a like repetitive pattern, because it's going to be plain and bland, but maybe I can add a little, I don't know, zhuzh it up a little, give it a little sauce on it, you know? And then I think all of my little outbuildings, because, aha, fun fact, I'm also allowed to have villagers now, which means I'm going to build some little farm hand outbuilding, I don't know, cottages, guest houses out of stone bricks. So it'll be a very brick-centric sort of farmland. But I think if you lean into something enough, it kind of goes past being excessive and it's just like, oh yeah, well, that makes sense. Everything's made of bricks. Right? Is that right? Probably not. It's like the Minecraft equivalent of color drenching, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I don't actually know anything about design or decor, okay? I know nothing. Look at all the horses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a lot of horses. Okay, I've gone too far in one axis. Axis. I need to go back this way. Negative 400 and negative 1,000. Okay, I'm hoping when I get there, it'll work out. Like, I'm hoping it's the biome that I think it's going to be. Like, obviously it's a plain biome. I just Google it and see what it looks like. But, you know, sometimes you show up somewhere and you're like, this is not exactly what I had expected. I'd also considered a meadow because that sounds just magical and fabulous. But I believe they're quite hilly, if not even mountainous. So maybe not the best for a bunch of sprawling fields. And I keep thinking I'm just gonna kind of know when I'm there, but honestly, I don't think I will know when I'm there. So coordinates will help me. Ooh, I like me some salty sea air, but it is nice to get a break. Smell the petrichor. Look at all of the tulips over there. That's pretty. Like it. I also see a village up ahead. I wonder if I've been there yet. Maybe we check it out and stay the night. Promise I won't loot or pillage. Unless they have something really good for me to loot and pillage, in which case I take back everything I ever said. Okay, I'm still a pirate at heart, you know. Just because I've decided to lay down my pirating things and pick up a shovel and hay bale doesn't mean I've lost the thrill of the loot. Ooh, and maybe he'll have carrots. Oh, but I don't have enough room for carrots. Oh, maybe they'll have a bundle. Oh no, I've been here already. The door's open. That's a sure sign that I've been here. Oh, and the bell's gone. And it's just, yeah, I remember this place. It's tiny. I do want some carrots, but I don't think I have anything I'm willing to get rid of. Well, I'll just have to come back for carrots another time. Oops. Oh, it's a little mountainous here. Should I go over it, around it? Although I did look it up on Chunkbase, I didn't pay much attention to the biomes around it, which maybe I should have done. No, because we've got water? It must just be on the other side of those hills, because it must be. Watch your step, it's a long way down. I had no intentions of swimming, but looks like swim I may. Yeah, I've come to the wrong plains. I didn't think there was a pale forest or a pale garden. So I gotta get back to traveling once I collect a few road snacks. I hate climbing these hills with no clear path. Ugh, it's terrible. My little legs. Oh, and there's a pillager outpost right beside me. Oh gosh. I'm very close. I might be far too close, honestly. Oh, yep, I just saw a pillager out of the corner of my eye. Let's get out of here. Do we take a leap? I don't know. I feel like maybe I've gone too far. I'm a bit lost and confused. Okay, so here's where we're at. Here's what's what. Where's who and what, when's why. I went to the planes that I was looking at and I didn't like them. I didn't like them at all. They didn't speak to my soul. Also, look at the tiny, look at the tiny bed. It's so tiny. It's like a bed for a bed for ants. Anyways, I checked out a couple more meadows, plains, fields between the ship and 00. And I just wasn't feeling it. So I landed here at this spot. I think it's pretty good. So far, it's the only place that I'm really like, yeah, it's okay. It's okay enough for me to kind of catch feels for it. I don't know, there wasn't a lot of option. The good thing is that it's really not that far away from the ship, which means I can throw up a small structure, run back and forth a couple of times, and simply get my things. I'm not settled. I really thought that I'd find a field somewhere that would really like, wham, hit me in the face and be like, home. Didn't happen, so maybe I have to build the home that I want to see in the world. The fields they seem to require an intense amount of terraforming. And that frightens me, overwhelms me, kind of disgusts me a little bit if I think about it. Let me give you the overhead, because I am walking, but I do go into this view because I love me a good grand picture, you know? And so far, this is the only place that's really appealed to my down-home country farm girl roots. But I don't love it. I don't love it. I don't hate it. But I don't love it. However, I think I'm just going to go with it. And if I have to terraform myself to death, then that's simply what I have to do, you know? So what I think I'm going to do real quick here is throw up a simple stone structure. And I kind of really liked this little square spot here. So I'm going to use my tough bricks. I'm going to throw up a little... Okay, that's too little. I made mistakes. Just dig up some of this, make a little extra room. Okay, try that again. Okay, a little 7x7. Plain box that will temporarily house both me and my storage. This is not the base. This is just a method of getting all of my supplies here since I am less than 500. Yeah, less than 500 blocks away from the ship. I might as well bring all of the supplies that I had gathered to this location. Waste not, want not is what I always say. I don't always say that. I don't actually always say that. I waste more than I care to. I try not to. I'm trying to be good, but sometimes. Okay, sometimes. Let's make it 4 high. I'll probably end up taking it down before long, but until then, here's what we got. A lovely square. At least I'm giving it a roof. I wasn't gonna. I've been doing too many square roof triangle houses, so guess what you're getting here, folks. Don't even have enough moss for an overhang. Ah, so ugly. I love it. And that means I can dump all of these chests in here and empty my storage and go back for my stuff. Do I need it all? No. Am I taking it all? Maybe, but also maybe not. Since I'm not very far from the ship and there's a waterway that goes the whole way here, I was able to just boat down the river to this spot. And because it's so close, I was able to bring all of my things. Now I just need to spend eternity and then some organizing chests and terraforming this gigantic field into a series of pastures and maybe rolling hills. I've never terraformed hills before, but these ones could use some work, so that's a potential also. But for the foreseeable future, what I think I'll be doing is trying to level off some of these fields, make some more gradual rolling hills, and probably go through 1,000 copper shovels. I'll also try to organize my chests in between because I started off very organized, and then about halfway through that, I just started throwing stuff wherever it could fit. So judge me if you will. I'm judging myself quite harshly. Quite harshly indeed. At this point, I feel like I'm going crazy. I just keep digging and putting down dirt and digging and putting down dirt and digging and putting down dirt. And now I have an audience watching me put down dirt. And I don't love that. I don't love that. Scotch on Dan Steve. Why are you here? Stop judging me. My bed is somewhere over in that field, so I was using it on the go. So that's great too. That's great. Don't even know. Oh, there it is. Okay, get the bed. Run for your life. Yeah, my terraforming is going not great. Not great. Not good. It would help if I knew how to terraform. I'm not bitter or jaded, I swear. Still have days and days of terraforming ahead of me, I'm pretty sure, but there are a couple sheep wandering around the field, and I think I'm going to throw up a quick little pen somewhere, hopefully not too intrusive, and collect a couple to start breeding. Just a few little sheepies, because I'm allowed to do this now because I've made it to the next stage. Well, not the next. I've been on the next stage since before we built the pirate village, but I'm allowed sheep. I'm allowed a little farm, so I'm going to build a couple little farms, get a couple little sheep. I think for now, this little area here. See if I can't lure a couple sheepies. Come on, little buddy. You're my very first victim. I mean, pet. Not a victim. Not a victim. I'm not going to eat you. I'm not. I might eat him. Oh, he's hesitant of the pen. Oh. Nice. First sheep. Well done. I'll grab the rest in the morning. In the morrow. There's a few more just over there. Just have to scale this hill. Actually, quite a few sheep up here. I just have to try to get them all down. Okay, they're all in. Our first bit of farming. There he is! 2! Oh my god, look at them. I love you. You're just so very special to me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, they're square little eyeballs. Oh, so very Not you. Ooh. Okay, well that was very success. Now they're not going to live here in the only spot that's flat, but for now, that's where they be. Just gonna do a little talking while I attempt to do this terraforming because I don't know how to terraform. I truly don't. I truly don't. So what I'm doing is I'm going and I'm taking any of the tall spots and making them shorter and taking any of the low spots and making them taller. And then trying to get some height, like going up and down. Let me show you where we're at right now. So you can see I flattened out this area so that I could raise up this area. And I've got some gradual slopes going over here, but it's still super chaotic over here. Speaking of super chaotic, my dog found a sock and she is over there losing her mind. So if you hear her little pitter patters, she's just messing around, guys. She's just messing around. So this, I've even taken some off of this here. But I know you saw what it looked like, but sometimes it's hard to remember. This is more so what it looked like. It's a very hole-filled place. So we are getting a bit more of a meadow kind of field going, but I honestly just don't know what I'm doing. So I feel like I'm just doing the same thing over and over, and not in the sense that I just keep digging and placing blocks, because that's kind of the whole thing with Minecraft, but sometimes I feel like I'm filling in a spot just to turn around and dig it back up and then do that over and over and over again until I go completely insane. So I'm not sure if I need to use a different block and lay down markers to get like a nice like swoopy vibe that I can then follow, or if I just keep going with this super haphazard slapdash kind of place blocks and hope for the best. Like this section here, I think that is too muchness going on there, right? That's not good. This section is a little bit better. maybe it's just a lot. I think maybe it's just a lot and I'm not used to doing terraforming. Don't know why it said schematic. There is no schematic. I wish there was a schematic. It just does that when I hit the N button sometimes. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep going. At least I have little friends now, and that helps. But it's a lot. It's a lot that I don't really know. It's a lot that I don't know. So I keep trying and keep trying, but I'm feeling a little discouraged. I'm feeling a little bit lost and out of my depth, I think is what they say. Every once in a while, I see a glimpse of what I think is success, but I've been doing this for forever. Anyways, I'm very whiny this episode. I'm very complaining. I'm going through shovels. I had creepers. I had pillagers. I had lightning. It's brutal. It's brutal out here. Placing blocks in the wrong spot has become my nightmare. It's my nightmare. I will dream about it and scream and be afraid. So it's been a very, very long time. Very long. But I think I've gotten the terraforming. Okay, I may have accidentally made a mob spawner underground, or 2, or 3, or 7. I hate terraforming. I'm just not, I don't think I'm very good at it, honestly, and maybe I should be more proud and big myself up about it, but I'm not sure I'm good at it. Let me show you. I have made progress. The progress has been made, but let me just show you. Okay, so we have come a long way. I've got a bit of rolling here the bit of rolling hill up here by the shack. I think that this tiny hill needs to come down. That's going to be a crazy amount of work. I think that my little rolls here need to be shaped better and also maybe elongated slightly. And I think the same goes. This section right underneath us here isn't too bad, but I need to wrap that around to here. More terraforming I want to do is turn this section of the river into a pond by blocking off this area across the middle here. And then eventually tidying up the river itself, but that is not for copper tools, I don't believe, sir. No, thank you. Gesundheit, amen. A little bit more terraforming up here. This section, I don't know what's happening over here. This is chaos. I need to fix that. Now, I know this is a lot of space that I'm terraforming, but I'm going in. I feel like each stage just has its own things, and this one may be the terraforming prior to building. That might be the thing that I'm doing. I do want to stretch the terraforming all the way, like, across this far, and I have started. I've filled in a lot of holes over here and bring it all the way down to the river because the ship truly is not far from here. I'm gonna come along. Nope, I went the wrong way. Sorry, my bad. I missed the bend in the river. Oh wait, that's kind of cool. Oh, look at that. Okay, don't get distracted. Oh my god. Wait, how have I gotten lost? What's happening? Help. Ugh. Okay, now I'm flying around like a silly Billy. But I just wanted to show you. I just wanted to show you that we're right. Okay. Okay. Well, this was probably easier. New build. Previous build. New build. Previous build. That's why I want to bring the terraforming down all the way to here. Because that's how it should be. So that's what I'm working on. That's everything. And it's terrible, non-entertaining content. And I'm sorry for that, but it is the majority of this episode, and it just is what it is, okay? I'm trying. I swear. I want to give you entertainment, but sometimes the entertainment takes a lot of terraforming. I love you. Anywho, back to it. I'm gonna do those things. All of those things that I was saying about doing. I'm gonna do those. Basically what I do is I find a hill that is bigger than I want it to be, and I chop all the dirt off it. Then I find a place that's smaller and shallower than I want it to be, and then I put all the dirt there. And then rinse and repeat and do that for 2 to 3 entire real human days. Not Minecraft days, real live human girl days. Woman, lady, person, non-binary entity. We're not sure. We haven't decided. We don't know. Sometimes you just don't know, okay, and that's fine. Anyways, that was random. Where the hell, where did that come from? Anyways, bye-bye. See you soon. Back to terraforming. Ugh. Okay, so just ignore the weather. It's a beautiful day to get some work done outside, but I think I've made some progress. Do you want to see? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you anyway. So I picked a corner. I started on this side and I was like, I'll just fix it piece by piece. I also planted all those trees. I think they give me a visual border so I know where to stop landscaping. So I've got, oh, mind that little hole. Mind any holes. Okay, mind the holes. But I think this section, I think is good. I think it's at least better than it was. And I'm still learning. But overall, I think that's not so bad. All right, I think that's not. This is the next big feat. Is this mess? Whatever's going on. This is a disaster. This is all a disaster. What happened here? Nothing good. And I'm sure that creeper in there is a good sign that more not so good things will happen. Okay. So yeah, I've been flying a lot to get the view because it's really hard to landscape from this perspective. Okay, I can only see so much. My little legs can only go so high up. And I can't jump very far. Very high, very tall. I can't jump very high. See? Gotta bend the knees. Anyways, I'm gonna keep going. Enjoy yet another time lapse. I shall call this episode Time Lapse. Eh? Eh? No? Are you sick of me yet? Are you? Are you? I'm sick of landscaping. Terraforming. Terraforming. It sounds so much better than landscaping. Landscaping's like, oh, I'm gonna do some landscaping and plant a bush. Terraforming's like, I dig up all the dirt and then I put the dirt somewhere else. Wah. Anywho, it's been a long day. Look who came by to help me. Oh. Bartholomew, stay still. There he is. Look at him. Just messing around. Playing in the dirt, just a little fella. Now that I've got some of that area done, I want to kind of scoop this part out and make this more pond shaped because I am going to remove its attachment to the river that runs down here, and it's going to be separate. It's just going to be its very own little pond. So we need to get rid of this little section here. I've gone through so many shovels and I've taken so many trips back to sleep and make new shovels. And you would think I would bring the bed and the crafting table with me, but when I did do that, a bunch of pillagers showed up and I didn't have a crafting table and I didn't have any tools to defend myself. And then once it was lightning and I was in my little shack here, but my bed was all the way down there. It was a whole thing. Okay, so I just walk back all the time. Okay, I got that little section all cleared out. I just have to fix the water. I was kind of hoping it would fix itself, but it did not. So that's fine. The other thing we have to do is go and put all of the dirt. I'll show you. Let me show you over here from this point to that point there to make our little pond shape. And I'll make it wider than this. It won't just have like a 1 block weird separation, but just to kind of bring it over and get the shape idea. And like this, and then it needs to be wider so that we can tell that it is a land formation and not just a dirt bridge, which it kind of is just a dirt bridge right now, but hopefully when grass grows and maybe we can plant some, ooh, we could plant sugarcane here, and that might help it look slightly less like a random dirt bridge. Kind of like that. I'm just gonna add, I don't know, like a little bit extra land here. I feel like the river needs to be sort of, I don't know, shaped a little better. But I don't think that's a project for this stage of what I'm doing. You would think that I would have so much dirt, but I really don't, because every time I pick it up, I put it right back down. And then we'll just shape our pond a little bit more, like this. And now we have our own separate pond that is not a part of the main river. I still feel like I could like round this off some, but because it doesn't really affect my ability to do crops and houses and buildings, I'm not going to worry about that bit of terraforming right now, because I'm already doing an obscene amount of terraforming. At least I think it's excessive, or maybe it's just excessive because I'm doing it with copper tools, which is probably the case. Okay, now we have this nice big pond that's part of our farmland. Ooh, I might bring in that point of it a little bit. I don't want it to be perfectly round, but that section over there is a little bit too pointy. So we'll just... I do feel bad and am annoyed by the fact that I'm only doing 1 level of dirt for some of these areas, but honestly, I'm gonna fix that when I have to, meaning when I'm trying to do builds and the big hollow spaces in the ground affect me negatively, and I curse my past self for being lazy. So that's when that problem will be solved. Maybe like that. Oh god, the moon is up. Ah, run for your lives. I hate this part. I hate this part. I hate this part so much. It's terrible. Okay, I'm done. I did it. I'm done. Don't look at those sheep. Mind your business. Wait, is that one standing on top of the other ones? Is it? What is happening? Oh no, it was just an illusion. Anyways, don't look at those sheep. I'm done landscaping. I'm done the episode. I'm done. I'm done. I'm so done. I'm done. I'm all done. Here, look at it. I don't know if you remember what it looked like. Don't look at those though. Do you remember? Do you remember? Anyways, landscaping is done. At least it's done plenty enough. It's enough. It's enough done. Okay. It doesn't need to be more done. It just is done. I added some details to the shack, but look, we've got rolling hills. We've got a pond. We've got more things. I didn't terraform this weird little circle because it was just there, and I was like, that's kind of weird, but kind of cool. So I just left it there because it's kind of weird, but it's kind of cool. And it goes almost all the way that I wanted it to go. You can tell where it stops being terraformed. That's not difficult. But I think it's ready. And I'm ready because I want to build. I want to do something that's not terraforming. I done been terraforming for a very, very long time, very many days. I haven't done anything else that I don't want to do. I want to do more. I want to do else. I want to do something fun. Okay, I did reach a flow state at some point. The terraforming just took me under its wings, and I lost all sense of reality, and I just dug my little heart out, you know? But I think it's done. Maybe it's ugly. Maybe it's terrible. I don't know. I don't know. How would I know? Anyways, that's the end of this episode. Come back next time. I don't know if I'm going to jump right into the build. I might jump right in. I might jump into building. I'm not sure. I have not yet decided. I'm kind of... I had an idea, but then I saw another idea, and now I'm like, well, I don't know which idea. Should I do this idea? So I have to decide. I have to decide what to do and then figure out how to do it. And now I think the only thing that I know how to do is terraforming. I don't know how to do anything else. That's all I know. I started off not knowing how to terraform, and now that's all I know. It pushed all of the brain cells out of my ears and into the dirt that I then used to terraform. Okay, anyways, bye-bye. See you next time. Look at that weird floating rock up there. What's that about? What's that about? Okay, have a nice day. Bye-bye. Bye now. Bye-bye. See you later. Bye.